Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Now this video is continuing off an ongoing series of a lot of the aim settings that I've been talking about. I've been talking about dynamic, I've been talking about linear, I've been talking about standard, I've been talking about how to use the ADS sensitivity multiplier to control your recoil. I have all those videos posted on the previous videos before this, so feel free to check them out if you want to learn more about that. But the main thing I want to talk about today is specifically this linear setting that a lot of people are mentioning and that they are liking and enjoying. I've had a lot of comments on TikTok, a lot of comments on Instagram, even while on stream. A lot of people were advocating specifically for a linear aim response curve at a 0.0 slope scale. And the second thing I want to talk about is that slope scale. So if you go into our advanced setting, the aim response curve slope scale, this is going to be that subsetting that's underneath the aim response curve type. When I posted my linear explanation video, we had this one person comment saying, hey, scrap this if you already touched on it, but I would love to hear your take on aiming curve slope scales and how they affect aim curves. I scrolled through the past videos to see if you already did, and I didn't see anything, but I may have missed it. Love the content, we are here for it. So for those of you who are in the same boat of wanting to find out how the slope scale specifically affects your aim response curve, let me play this video real quick of how I responded to this comment and answered that question of what the slope scale is. Love the content, we're here for it. Alright, let's talk about it. So in my two previous videos, I already talked about the dynamic aim response curve as well as the linear aim response curve. But if you don't know that specific setting that she's talking about, it's that subsetting within those aim response curves. So when you go into aiming advanced settings and you choose your aim response curve type, if you go to show more, you're going to see this option right here. Aim response curve slope scale. So in other words, it's just simply stating how hard you want to feel that aim response curve. This subsetting I feel like only really affects dynamic aim response curve as well as standard, but not linear. Since linear is based on purely raw input from the controller, whether you increase the slope or decrease the slope scale, it does not change the aiming speed. So if you're using dynamic and it's at a quick speed at 100%, when you lower that slope scale, the quick speed in the beginning will drop down to 50% or 25% depending on how low you lower that scale. Or say with standard aim, right? The initial push on the sticks is slower. So the slope scale essentially, it helps players transition into that aim response curve. Bring that aim response slope lower if they want to have an easier transition into dynamic and vice versa from dynamic to standard. Now before we get into the next part of the video, if you are enjoying it so far, please drop a like on the video. It helps it tremendously in the algorithm to bring it in front of more viewers. And if you are liking the content overall, drop a sub to the channel. We'd love to see you here for the next video. And also another moment of silence, look how little SR I have. I'm literally 6 singular SR away from being demoted back down to Plat 1. Now mind you, Platinum is the highest rank I've ever received, so don't ask me how my rank grind last night was going. It was not going too well. My operator could literally trip on a stick and be demoted to Plat 1. So now let's get to the second part of the video. I'm going to be playing a quick kill compilation of me using the linear aim response curve with a 0.0 slope scale. Now that we kind of know what the slope scale is, and you're up to this video, if you haven't seen my other videos, you're up to the point where you know the difference between these three aim response curves. But if you haven't watched the video yet, to summarize, linear aim response curve is essentially raw input of the analog sticks. If you press 10% on the sticks, your aim is going to move at 10%. You press at 50%, it's going to move at 50% speed, so on and so forth. For me, it's going to feel very different in this gameplay because I am a dynamic response curve player. I've just been seeing this recommendation so much that I just wanted to try it out myself and let you guys know about how I feel about it. This is going to be a quick 2-minute kill compilation of me in Resurgence Casuals. I want to let you know it is a casual lobby, so I am going to be fighting against bots and real players in my kill compilation. And remember guys, when we're reviewing things like an aim setting, a lot of things you want to focus on in the kill compilation is not my movement, it's not how I outplay players in strategy, it's literally how I aim, the smoothness, whether I have to readjust my aim or not, how strong the aim assist is going to be on target, how long I'm able to stay on target when I'm tracing them. Those are the kind of things you look for when you're reviewing aim setting. You have so many content creators out there that like to say, hey, this is the perfect aim setting, and literally half of their kills that they're showing in the video is because it's based on their movement, it's because they're flanking them, it's different strategies. They're showing not the aim itself but other things that does not correlate to the aim setting that they're even talking about. Alright, so my overall verdict is I think the aim is very similar to dynamic. I didn't specifically feel like a stronger aim assist pull. I didn't feel a better control on the lock itself. I felt like it's fairly okay. What I did feel a difference in is the movement itself. Because with so this is linear right now, linear at 0.0 slope scale. Now if you look at me strafing left and right, just look at the speed, my overall panning of the camera going left and right, okay? This is linear at raw input 0.0 scale. Now I'm going to switch over to dynamic, and then I'm going to bring that slope scale all the way back to 1 because that's the one that I was originally playing on. Now take a look at the speed of my movement when I'm strafing left and right. It's a hard difference to tell, but I am moving a lot more faster on my movement. Why? Because like I said, in gradual aim response curve, you have acceleration in the beginning. So that's why I feel like I move a little bit faster when I'm in dynamic. But I think the easiest solution to fix that is when you are in linear and your 0.0 scale, just turn your horizontal and vertical sensitivity up. Because you don't have that acceleration with your linear input and it's straight raw, that's why you feel slower. You are actually going and moving your sticks at the rate it's supposed to be moving at, not at an accelerated rate. So now this poses the next question, right? Which is better, linear or dynamic? I don't have enough research, nor I don't have enough experience to playing on linear to tell you the difference if it's going to be better or worse than playing as a dynamic player. I'm so used to the speed acceleration on dynamic that having to go to linear even at a 0.0 scale and turning up my sensitivity more, that's something that I would need to do more extensive research and testing on, or maybe even just playing for a solid couple of months at linear and getting more adjusted to that response curve. But that's all that we have for this video today. If you did enjoy the video, again, like I said, drop a like to the video. It helps it tremendously in the algorithm. And if you do enjoy the content, guys, please drop a sub to the channel. We'd love to see you here for the next video. As always, stay pure, stay noble, and hashtag bring back honest gaming. Later, guys.